You know that feeling when you stare at a blank page for way too long? It's like your mind is racing with ideas, but your hands just won't move. The pressure builds, and suddenly even starting feels impossible. Yeah, I've been there too. We all have. That moment of hesitation where you wonder if you're even capable of beginning, let alone finishing. You want to get ahead, crush your goals, maybe even change your life, but you're stuck at the starting line. It's like you're frozen, watching everyone else take off while you're still tying your shoes. So here's the secret. The only way to get ahead is to just get started. It doesn't matter how small that start is or how uncertain you feel. The act of beginning is what sets everything else in motion. I know. It sounds almost too simple, right? Like, how could something so basic be the answer to such a big problem? But let me break it down. Every achievement, every success story you've ever heard started with a single, sometimes awkward first step. No one begins as an expert. Everyone starts as a beginner. Most people stand at the bottom, planning and worrying about all the steps ahead. They imagine every possible obstacle, every way things could go wrong, and sometimes that keeps them from ever moving at all. But here's the truth. You can't climb a staircase in one leap. No one can. Trying to do everything at once is overwhelming, and it's not how real progress happens. You have to take that very first step. Even if it feels small, even if it feels like it barely counts, it's the most important move you'll make. Getting started is what separates you from everyone else who's still just thinking about it. It's the difference between wishing and doing, between dreaming and achieving. It doesn't matter if your first step is tiny, messy, or imperfect. In fact, most first steps are. That's how you learn, how you grow, and how you build momentum. What matters is that you moved. You shifted from being stuck to being in motion. And that's a powerful thing. And once you move, you're already ahead of your old self. And honestly, ahead of most people who never even try. Every step you take, no matter how small, puts distance between you and where you started. Let's take school as an example. Maybe you've got a big assignment looming and it feels overwhelming. The deadline is weeks away, but the pressure is already building. Have you ever put off a project until the night before it's due? Yeah, me too. The stress, the panic, the late night scramble, it's not fun. But the one time I just opened my laptop and wrote a single sentence, something changed. That tiny action broke the spell of procrastination. That small action made the rest easier. Suddenly the project didn't seem so impossible. The words started to flow and the anxiety faded a little with each new line. Suddenly, I was one step ahead. I wasn't finished, but I was moving, and that made all the difference. The secret isn't about being the smartest or the fastest. It's not about having all the answers before you begin. It's about being willing to take that first, sometimes scary, step. It's about having the courage to start, even when you're not sure exactly how things will work out. That's what sets successful people apart. They're not fearless, but they act anyway. And here's the crazy part. Once you start, momentum kicks in. Each little action builds on the last, and before you know it, you're making real progress. Each step you take makes the next one feel a little less scary. Progress builds on itself. The more you do, the more confident you become, and the easier it is to keep going. So if you want to get ahead in anything, school, sports, a new hobby, stop waiting for the perfect moment. There's no such thing. Open that book, send that email, take that first step, no matter how small. Ask that question, take that step. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back from moving forward. Remember, the secret to getting ahead is getting started. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Every journey, no matter how long, begins with a single step. It's not magic, it's just action. The more you act, the more you learn, and the more you grow. And every time you choose to start, you're already moving forward. You're building a habit of action, and that's what leads to real success. So, what's the first step you're going to take today? It doesn't have to be big, just make it yours. I'm rooting for you. Remember, every great journey starts with a single brave step. You've got this. If you find this video educative, please click the follow button, share and subscribe. Thank you. See you on my next video.